ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rebel Talks podcast. I'm Akash Chaturvedi, founder and CEO here at Rebel Corp. And joining me today for the podcast is my co-founder, Saad. Saad, good to have you here. We're so excited about what this amazing Rebel Talks podcast is about. And while we are diving into different kind of technologies, especially AI and the space that we are in today, this thing's changing so fast, so quickly every day. We learn so much in our entire journey. And I guess when we're trying to do something like this, it's all about being able to put this out there and share this knowledge. Saad, why don't you tell us what exactly is it that we're going to be talking and making everyone go through today?
So basically, Akash, what I feel is that this podcast will be having, tools which have been, powered with AI and are going to help individuals and people also understand various capabilities of how AI can change and, differentiate the game with the help of the tools which have come into existence. I feel that more or less there are a lot of these tools which can not at the same time enhance the entire process of making your entire experience easy, but also expedite the entire flow of how you can sort of come and experience these tools altogether.
The space that we are in, if you think about it, it's just that I think in the last 4 or 5 years from when we've started also, we've seen so many things change so rapidly. That it's been crazy for us also to keep track of how quick things are happening. And, especially the way AI is taking our jobs away, it's not even funny. Things that we used to find so difficult to do with, when it came to creating, especially because considering you and me both started from our ground up, from designing logos to making websites to, basically going through that whole journey that everyone goes through, as being a freelancer and then trying to get something which is in the free, realm of technology. And the good part is with AI, the best part is that when we're building it ourselves, we get to see a very different perspective to how technologies are going to interact, go on with each other. And, what you can do with it is kind of endless. So that being said, I think the entire first episode actually is a little bit about us getting to kind of show you how probably we're going to be out of jobs in a little while because of how crazy AI is and how much life is getting easier because today you can use these tools and actually, without needing the teams that we used to have earlier on, get things done in a simple and easy manner, which is actually giving you thousands of options just like in a matter of seconds. We would take months to get thousands of options back in the day. Kind of crazy how this happens. Saad, you want to walk us through basically how we used to do it the old school way?
Absolutely. I do agree with the fact that, AI is going to come in a big way and sort of change the game for a lot of people who have, jobs right now. But then, according to me, what I feel is that AI will only take jobs away from people who don't sort of use AI. So the whole idea out here is to, try to showcase these tools and, get that entire picture out wherein if you maybe you're a graphic designer or maybe you're yourself a creative guy, right, doing a lot of other stuff. AI has come in a big way to sort of, change this entire game. But if you use AI in the most, perfect way, which is right now, the whole idea of this particular session we have today, it might not only, give you a better output, but reduce the number of hours you spend in terms of creating content. So I feel that, most of these things today, which we will put light on, will not only give these guys a tinge of, touch as to how AI is going to, revolutionize multiple things and multiple, domains, but at the same time, it's going to entirely change the way these guys have been thinking. So I feel it'll be more or less about the various tools which we've been trying to sell and which we've been trying to, showcase to the lot of.
The fact is it did make our lives easier in such things used to take so long earlier, but we just get so much so quick done. So I think when we're trying to do this, it's just about telling people that really, it just makes life easier. It's the same way we all use a phone today. We're not thinking about so much what technology is going. It's just a part of our life. And I think, so I'm pretty excited to dive in right away. Why don't we get
cool.
what all the stuff we're going to be doing. So let's take a quick overview of basically what all is going to be discussed today.
Sure.
So starting from our first few tools, so we looked at it from the perspective of what we used to initially do a lot of, So we, again, how our journey started, we start by building and designing logos for people.
Absolutely.
And once we started doing logos, we understood that, okay, after you create a logo, you want to get people come to us and say, I've got a good design logo. Now I want to make a website out of it. And when you want to make a website, it starts with a layout. Then I think after the layout, you have to think about what you're going to write over there. And most people don't know what to write because, most normal people don't actually have the skills or even have the ability to be able to type and write such good content sometimes. And that's usually a challenge for many of us. After you get, kind of like even the website ready, you have the content good to go, then it's all about what more stuff can actually be happening, with the help of these tools as well. So anyways, talking about new AI tools and fascinating new technologies that are coming in, I mean, we are getting this from all different directions right now because I think you go online, there's so many guys talking about so many different tools. But what about you, Saad? Where do you spend most of your time finding these kind of tools and technology? Where is it that, you go through and you find these?
So, it's all Instagram. I've seen multiple things on Instagram.
Oh my, those reels and all stuff. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, how you see the reels. I know.
Absolutely. The reels which do come on my feed right now are, I mean, too cool. And I often see certain cool videos. And I did come across this thing. You would love to see it. It was
Sure,
something which was
let's check it out.
pretty old.
Example, let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. What happens is the Google Assistant makes the call seamlessly in the background for you.
What's happening out here? Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second. For what time are you looking for, Lau? At 12 p.m. We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15. Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.? Depending on what service she would like. What service is she looking for? Just a woman's haircut for now. Okay, we have at 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. is fine. Okay, what's her first name? The first name is Lisa. Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd. Okay, great. Thanks, great. Have a great day. Bye.
This cool video, man, I did see it, but it's a video which was shot 3 years back. I mean, if technology was there 3 years back in this place, where are we today? Is what I'm thinking.
I got to kind of look into your Instagram algorithm because clearly this is really cool stuff that you're getting on your thing. Mine's entirely full of very different things. But yeah, I mean, like this crazy, right? I mean, to think AI was just such a nascent stage back then. What we're going to check out now is going to be even crazier. So these are some, I think, some tools that me and you and me have been throwing around to each other on Instagram and sharing on various different groups and like DMs.
Absolutely.
And like, so I think let's get started with this one. So this is pretty cool. I don't know if anyone seen this, but back in the day, as I told you, my first ever job was to make a logo for someone. And I charged so much money for it that it was...
Absolutely.
I actually felt bad after a point that I charged so much money for a logo, which I basically went on a logo generator and created. But today, the logo generator had these kind of prompts, these kind of things where it asks you a lot of things. Yeah. Today, those prompts, if you check out on this one, so it's called designer.ai. All right. The main difference is earlier we used to take prompts and it will give you a very standard reply. Today, what AI is doing is it's using this data, processing it back and coming up with multiple options based on each and every. So it's not like a finite amount of outputs that you're getting. It's going to be unique every time. So I go on there, I write the same prompt, I get 1,000 suggestions every time.
Right, absolutely.
And I mean, you think of it from that perspective, it's crazy when you're seeing just like, one option in like what? In 2 minutes, you can get like hundreds, thousands of options. So let's start with my first job, making the logo. Let's go there. All right, let's start making our own logo.
Now, while I was also working very closely with people who were creatively very, unsound, it was a big challenge. I do agree, and I think this tool has sort of created this entire seamless experience for my customers, especially to get their logos and their branding right in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the basic thing. I mean, most of us start with a logo and we think like, the idea is that the guys who want the logo, they just want different options. How does this look? How does that look? Creating it is the challenge, how do you get it? And the entire thing was, starting from the splash, creating a logo. Everyone needs a logo today. So you start off with the logo. And the thing is, it can do a lot more than just logos once you have the feed. But what's interesting is it takes the prompts, all right, which traditionally any logo builder would do and give you the same response, but it's going to be unique each and every time.
Right.
So that's the interesting part behind it. That's what makes it so cool, what makes it so unique, and what makes the AI so powerful.
You know what, let's dive into this and let's check out with one logo.
Yeah.
So I have this one cool idea in my mind. Why don't we try to make a logo for a taco company? Isn't that cool? We'll try
yeah, man, like
the Indian taco company.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Indian taco company.
Cool. This is how we get started. Okay, cool. So we do get an option to see the industries as well. So we're in the food and beverage industries. That's cool. And how do you want the logo to even look like? In an icon format?
Like a bunch of,
name format or an initial. So I feel that, since Indian taco company has a lot of words into it, let's try with the name.
Yeah.
It gives you an option to even put in a slogan. So
I mean, thank God we can't do the icons, because that'll be ITC, and that's not good.
Let's look at
You're not
India's
gonna be happy about that.
best tacos.
Yeah.
And get on this. So what kind of style do you like? So it's got a personalization feature where I think, you can even try checking out a list of, options or styles which you like. So what do you like?
I mean, I'm liking Tech Labs. That looks pretty. Looks pretty nice.
Something else?
For the taco company, maybe even where John Halberry is there.
Sure.
Yeah, John.
Okay, we can just select these two and go ahead. Oh, gives you color options as well. I mean, I used to struggle dealing with people when they had options to deal with
No color palette, right?
They didn't have a color palette in mind. And this gives you a great starting point to even start creating a logo.
Just save that and keep, because that is the most important thing you're gonna need. To be honest, like just 3-4 good colors.
Yeah,
for
man.
the family. That's it.
I would go with red and maybe
Spicy taco.
yeah, and a green. Or maybe a green. Let's go.
Yeah, green taco. Yeah.
Oh, cool. This looks interesting. And at the same time, the concept of, this entire tool which I liked was that, it's focusing on the name is why we selected the name, right? It has no icons, which is...
So open the
the middle one?
Yeah, let's check that out. How does that come out? So we sign up for it and that's it. The logo is with you.
Perfect, man. It gets you the logo in a very, very systematic way. The whole idea, what I like about this tool is that, it's not only used for logo designing, but it gives you a lot of other things like, your brand colors. It gives you an idea about, what kind of slogan you're looking at. And
it's simple. It's good starting. I mean, for most people to just get to this point, usually takes a long time. Yeah, it lets you edit, download. I mean, it's all there. The fact that you can edit this further is just awesome.
cool, man.
I mean, that's great, because we want, people like who want to even tweak around the starting point. That's what you need. You need a starting point.
Absolutely.
Like the way we do the templates and all these.
Absolutely.
It's great just to have a starting point, instead of starting from nowhere.
And the good part is that, you can yet go and change your logo after getting a template ready. And the whole point is that, the more personalization you add to it, the more better it gets, right? So it's not even an AI generated logo at the end of the day. It's
and at the end of the day, so the crazy thing when it comes to ownership, I don't know if you saw this. There was this very interesting article that we came across the other day, and it spoke about when AI generates stuff, right? Who is the owner for this? So now this is like another different argument altogether that, well, you made this, right? But technically you didn't make this. The AI made this.
Absolutely.
So who actually owns this right now? And that's the crazy thing. So the entire law which dictates this somewhere around, it says that if you have something generated with AI and then after that you go and you improve onto it, the ownership actually becomes yours. And until the point it's generated and you use exactly as is with AI, the ownership actually belongs to, it doesn't belong to you because you're using something which has just been generated by the AI. So until you don't improve on it, until you don't further make it a little bit better, you can't have any right onto it, which is crazy. So I think this...
I feel they've kept that in mind as well. Yeah. Because, after getting like an AI generated logo, you can yet go and edit it. And once you edit it, it gives you like another, completely new output, which is as per your choice after a starting point. So I think this has done the job very, very well.
I mean, like this was about 5 minutes, and
we're
like
there.
traditionally we would
Spend a few days.
spend a few days
or a few
back and
weeks as well,
forth
yeah,
with the
yeah.
logo. You know what we did? All right, so check step 1 done. We've got
Finally create a logo.
yeah, we got a logo. Let's get on the second tool. So, Sant, you found something the other day, right?
So I did come across this very, very crazy tool which is called Gamma.ai. I mean, the whole idea is that, we while building websites did struggle with a lot of UI and UX issues with customers. Our customers used to always ask us, mera UI kaisa dikhega? I mean, the whole point is that, we did struggle to, sort of communicate with them in terms of showing them how their website would look. And there was this tool which I found out, which was so easy and simple that all you have to do is put in a prompt. And once you put in a prompt, it generates out that entire UI UX for your website, which is the ideal starting point for you.
I
And
mean, for most people, get the one page also ready takes forever.
we used to, work on Figma, and Figma was a tool which was very complicated, as well as the changes to do on that were very, very, very.
I mean, I can't visualize our end consumer really going and actually doing something on Figma because of like it is hard. I'll be honest with you, it is hard. It's not that simple. It requires a lot of learning. I mean, we took a grind with it when we tried to do it the first time.
Absolutely. But Gamma is cool. So they've got 3 options here.
Yeah.
One is creating presentation. So you can sort of have an entire tech presentation, which is ideally a layout for your entire, pitch if you're trying to make, or something which is maybe a product presentation, of course. And apart from this, we also have maybe a documentation which you want to create, which can really be very cool. And at the same time, third one is also something which we can relate to, is designing a web page, bro. So I feel that, we can look at creating a web page, UI, UX, and see how it
what
works.
we do every day, right? So
Yeah.
let's see how it's doing.
So let's create maybe...
So I'll ask you for a prompt first.
Yeah. So let's create a very cool, looking website UI experience, which is maybe Drake's website.
So our watch brand with Drake.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, why we do that? Like that's like, let's see if we can make a
Drake, who is a Canadian singer, and his watch brand. So let's go ahead with this.
simple.
We did get a few options, which does give us an overview about this. We can also change this up. So it has...
So this does the outline basically. We've got a structure ready on which like basically the web page is going to be. So
Right.
introduction to Drake. We've got what?
Overview about Drake's watch brand, unique features. I mean, these are blocks, man. These are blocks.
Unique features on the
websites
watch,
and-
testimonials. I mean, this is
really cool.
brilliant. I mean, this is a good enough structure for that first impression that you get online, and it's good enough. Like honestly, we've done hundreds and thousands of sites at this point, and I can tell you like this much information.
So let's go dive deep into this, and
let's
let's
do
see
it. Let's see
how,
what
how
comes
it
out.
comes out. Okay, so it does give you an option to, preview a
design,
theme as
yeah.
well. But let's go with this option which says surprise me.
Surprise me.
Click on this, and there we go.
So it's doing its thing. All right.
And let's see if it's fetching something which is related to Drake as well. Some images.
Look at
That might look really cool.
And look at that. I mean, like it's going. It's typing.
Okay, that's crazy.
That's why. Like it's like a person who's doing it almost.
And at the same time, it's creating these blocks for you, which sort of can directly go on to the
I mean,
UI,
these are,
UX of the
yeah, these are
website.
good, very simple start. But oh,
It did pick up a watch as well.
yeah, it's got a good picture. Oh,
It's got Drake.
yeah, we have.
It's got luxury material there. It's picking up with that exact sort of UI and UX of the entire website.
Yeah. It's mad. It's like they've got a guy at the back who's saying just making everything from the other side, and we're just watching as they're making that guy do all of this.
Dude, collaborations put Nike, Baccarat, multiple, Stone Island. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, and these are the kind of people who Drake won't do. Something.
Yeah,
You can visualize something like
It's
this.
relating, man.
It's stored on, and it's got that cool effect to it. Like it's,
Exclusive collection, yeah, man.
and this is what.
It's happening in a matter of few
Not
seconds.
even like 2 minutes in right now.
We used to take, a few days to create a basic UI, UX design on
I mean,
Figma,
this
and
can
this is
genuinely like this scares me a bit.
I feel that, if we use these tools in the most effective way.
Yeah, also I'm thinking. I mean, I'm genuinely not. I'm scared not because of like how quick it is, but the fact that I mean, if I want to do it tomorrow, I can use this design pretty much. Pick it up, use it on any other tool, platform, wherever else. I need to go and build the website, and wherever I can get the most out of it. But it's good enough. Like this is it's ready. It's not perfect, but
No, I mean,
better.
at the same time, the content is relatable. You know, it's as good as a creative writer writing content.
If you
Yeah.
think about it, we just gave one line in this entire thing.
And yet you have options to, sort of.
So what you got? More option?
You can add multiple blocks if you want to, and that's cool. It's like a drag and drop experience for you, and you can start choosing multiple layouts, and that's pretty cool. So now that we've got the web page ready, presentations to me are damn boring, man. As engineers, we've been seeing boring presentations.
I mean, I can't even get over how many presentations we've tried to build together, and
they were boring.
Till the time we're working, till the time we're going on and doing this.
They were pretty boring, man.
I mean, I'd rather make a website over making a presentation
absolutely.
even right now.
Absolutely. So why don't we try something cool, man? Let's go check out and create a presentation.
Yeah, so Gaman does do it, right?
Yeah. Let's do that right now.
Yeah, man, let's go for it.
So before we dive deep into this, let us think of something, which is like a great prompt for this particular presentation.
So, I mean, like, what do you think? Like some sort of new, let's challenge it a bit, why don't we make it do a pitch deck? Like how we do.
Bro, no pitch decks. Let's create a presentation for something even more cooler.
Like a new concept?
Yeah, something like, Shakti Kapoor's energy drink brand. How about that?
Yeah,
That's something
that
that's really weird though.
Yeah,
But, we can,
that popped in your head.
so let's try that out.
Yeah, I think.
So let me just check it
go
out.
for it, man. Like I'm genuinely curious to see what that feels like.
Shakti Kapoor's. I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, because like he's somebody whose energy drink I would actually take.
Drink.
I would be genuinely interested to try that out.
Definitely. Let's check this out.
Yeah. So it's gonna
He's
be
coming up with a few ideas.
Alright,
So he's come up with a marketing strategy.
So again, same thing. You got to go to outline, alright, which is good because I think if you know end to end, it's great. So you
And you can just
see what it's
go
come up with.
See what it's. I mean, I always like to surprise it, and by choosing this option, and then we can just see as to what the output is like. I'm pretty excited, huh?
Yeah. Because really, presentations are so boring.
Initiating.
Like, they're so boring. But like, if they're well made, they're nice. That's it.
Oh no, it's come up with a few options.
Okay, not bad. This
It's
is
perfect.
it's looking pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's giving you the ingredients. Oh, so it's got
Raspberry citrusy.
This was tropical escape. Nice. Wow, this is like
it's given us a marketing strategy, dude.
yeah, it's give the whole plan.
What are we
designed
doing?
really, really well.
What are we doing here?
Wow.
It's come with a pretty crazy concept, huh? And as a deck, this looks banging. I mean, we worked on a lot of decks, man, but they look shit. And this is something which is way too cool.
I mean, like the fact that it came up with this design, this all the content, everything within like what, just a few seconds.
that was
It's crazy
pretty
to
cool.
imagine. Like, I mean, right now, like, yeah, you can see it's got an image. It's just so cool. Like, it found sound.
Gives you health benefits. You know what? There could be a lot of other health benefits, of course.
Lot of
but-
flavors. Like,
and,
I
you
mean,
know-
you would have spent a lot of time coming up with flavors. That's
And he's given us an option. So even if I had not thought of a energy drink, flavor,
mad.
it's already given me 3.
Yeah.
So it's done half of my job already. So, I mean, this is mind blowing, man. This is
Yeah.
pretty cool. So,
yeah, we could potentially go and just pitch this to
yeah, something over himself might maybe just.
This looks like an investable deck. I'm not even kidding. When I look at this, I feel like this is somebody who's really thought this through.
Yeah, man.
Online, you got a distribution channels all worked. Oh, wow.
If AI can do all of this, then
I don't think we need people anymore.
Wow, yeah, I mean, what about business development reps and what about people who sort of figure out marketing?
I mean,
strategies
see,
for
that's what we were just talking. Entire point of this is not to tell people that you're going to actually be going out of a job, but the fact is that this does this for you. So you as a human can just take this and go 100x, rather than, hardest thing was going 0 to 1 and 1.
Yeah, this takes you one step ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, easy.
In 5 minutes. It's mad. Like, and this is for everyone. It's free to use. We just did this right away and it doesn't feel like we had done something really complicated.
And at the same time, dude, AI, if used correctly, can, change the entire process of you working. It sort of gets you that little boost over all the other, challenging things which always you struggle with, and gives you that little, advantage where you could sort of put in your effort in the right possible direction. This is doing all
Definitely.
the
I mean, like, yeah, it's so Saad, getting back to, I think, this crazy. So we've now gone through the entire list. So we got a logo,
Absolutely.
got a web page, which is good enough. I mean,
Right.
it's ready. It's not perfect, but it's ready. We've got a presentation made out using AI. So what next? You know what has been, my real AI thing, which I thought will one day really scare me. So how, back in the day, copy AI and chat GPT start making an impact. In fact, in Italy,
Yeah.
banned GPT for a while because content writers were feeling like they're going to be out of a job.
Yes, I do understand
Now, the next thing which I feel which has been playing around is things like, you've seen Dali, Leonardo, all sets when deal with, image generation, which is, I think, in my own opinion, is one of the most crazy coming of space because I came across a Sotheby's auction the other day wherein I saw AI art, and you won't believe AI art, which was sold for like, I think $430,000 or something like that.
For a piece of art which was created by AI.
An AI, not a real person, not anything. It's the AI which does it. So
Dude.
this is definitely like one of the most crazy applications because there's been AI generating unique things like art, NFTs, these kind of things in the future. At the minute, AI is able to create, it's able to do these kind of things wherein it takes creativity based on humans and like replaces us as the human as a creative element on it. Our emotion, it captures all of that stuff. It's crazy.
Bro, $430,000 for an image generated
it's
on
crazy.
AI.
Can you imagine?
Got auction.
It got auction. It did. It's
Dude.
like it's crazy.
That's like an MF Hussain painting, right?
Yeah, you want to check it out? We can just check it out. It's called. You can write the most expensive art.
Most expensive
Yeah. AI art
AI art ever sold.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited to see this.
It's called Ayman de Bilmi. All right.
No, bro, what are you saying?
It's Christie's.
$430,000.
Yeah, but
Damn.
so AI art is definitely one, which we are all excited for, and I think we are crazy to see. So, I came across quite a few different tools, like when I saw initial early stages of Dali with Leonardo, and then one which really caught my eye was,
Gencraft?
GenCraft. Yeah, GenCraft.
Yeah.
So GenCraft was one that really genuinely got me excited because I thought it was doing something very different, which was there. So you
want to try that out?
Yeah, check it out, dude. Like,
Okay.
if you're not seeing GenCraft, so GenCraft gets you,
Oh, fine.
basically you create an account and you can put in a description and detail,
Okay,
a few style options.
cool.
You can even go a little more advanced. It's obviously up to you, but it takes all of these things and just see what.
Okay, let's try something simple. Okay, something simple like a little kid playing chess under a big banyan tree. How about that?
Yeah, that's so simple and direct.
Let's see how accurate it is.
Because this is easy to create. This should be. If I'm given such a simple brief, I would say that you should not take so long in kind of doing. So, a little kid playing chess.
Under a big banyan tree. I just want to see the attention to detail
I
what
see
it
you
tries to
can
get.
here select the styles also if in case you want to know style.
Okay, I'll just give it a
let the
generic
AI do
style.
its
Yeah.
thing,
Let's just check it out, huh?
I don't know what we've got.
I'm excited, bro.
All right. It is a kid playing under a banyan tree, yeah.
Dude, that's
So it did do that correct, and it's
and he's playing chess.
yeah.
But you know what? If I tell you to put some text on this this kid's T-shirt, would you be able to do so?
Now that is a challenge. What I was telling you with the ownership and everything. For me to genuinely, I want to do more with this. Because
Absolutely.
If I'm getting a prompt like this, see, it's giving me a couple of options for what
true.
it just downloads and gives you the image back. So it's a probably a very nascent and native level of what exactly we want for the future, especially when we're looking at AI art and ownership. But our only challenge is like, if I have to give this now back to a graphic designer, somebody has to work it further.
Right.
He's getting the image. It's not made it, I can't do much with it. Like, you see the prompt,
It's a generic.
it does a very simple prompt. It doesn't give us too much. So,
Right. Let's try something more challenging and let's test how AI performs, right? Let me put a prompt which says create an energy drink can with the brand Shakti on it. Let's try this out, bro.
So our basic pinch deck, earlier we're going to come up with design concepts, right?
Now let's see if it creates a can with the brand name Shakti on it, which can be really cool,
This is a
right?
little more complicated than just making the You know, it's gonna have to use this brain a little more on this one.
Yeah, it's doing that, I guess.
Okay.
But dude, I don't see the word Shakti on it anywhere.
Yeah, so is that what it's
It's pretty faint, but
Yeah.
it's not that accurate though.
It's not. So this, I mean, obviously is gonna. Is this one bad? No.
No, it's not that great.
So yeah, this is obviously the challenge that I found in using GenCraft. I just thought like, you know, it does the simple bits pretty well.
But not the complicated one.
Yeah,
When you
like when you-
try to add and make it more personalized.
Yeah,
it
the
does.
problem, it really just doesn't get that. So that was the only challenge I faced. I mean, obviously, you give this back to a designer, tell him to do it. You do it, but that's again not good enough.
But you know what?
Better.
But you know what? What if I can show that to you with the help of another AI tool as well? Would you like to see it and check out how?
Yeah, I mean, like, so what is that for image only?
But I did just come across a tool which is called Ideogram. It just launched a few days back, and
Alright.
surprisingly, it did the job pretty well. I did try a few
We tried GenCraft a lot, and we just thought like,
Yeah, I mean, it was good.
baby steps.
Yeah, but
not
then
the big real deal, you know. So
let's try this out.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
for
put in the
sure.
same prompt. Energy. Drink can with branding Shakti on it. Let's check this out.
We need
A few options didn't work for me, but if this works out, then I think Ideogram is a way more evolved tool, and it can sort of give you that entire experience wherein you could also see the branding.
You know, I just like the fact that it just do
Dude,
it.
this is insane.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's just gonna get better and better with time. It's just gonna wow. Because those samples look pretty good. Like those look like
It's like a photo shoot done. Huh?
I can
use it on my website tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is that cool.
you can post it on Instagram.
I mean, it's on point though. There might be a few, errors here and there, but it's got the entire vibe to it, man.
It's got the entire creative. Like, have you seen the fruity ad?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, it just feels something like straight out of that. You know,
I remember my friend recently pay a few ₹1,000 to get a basic photo shoot done like this, which exactly was like this.
thousands, bro. I know people who had to go in and take lakhs.
Oh,
man.
dude.
They spend days on
This
trying to
is-
get something which looks like this ready. You know, it's nothing.
I feel I yet agree with the statement that AI will not replace you, but if you use AI in the
Yeah.
best possible way, it'll empower you. And this is what I feel. This is what I feel is the game changing.
I think more than enough people
aspect
don't know that things like this are there. Like that's the thing. You know, you just try using it, see what's come up, man. Like this is
Dude, tomorrow we can just sit and keep creating mock-ups and inspirations, and the end result which we will get after working on these tools would be way more superior than what we're already
genuine
doing.
ways.
I feel that this is something which everyone should sort of take into consideration while they try to figure out even a concept at an early stage. And brands somewhere down the line do fail when they don't have these sort of tools which help you take that big leap and sort of get your idea fixated onto one direction.
I mean, if you look at all the tools that we've used today, the fact is that we haven't paid anything for any of them. Actually, we are right now whatever output.
It's all free.
It's
And all you have to do is just click on the download button.
so simple.
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
We can
this
try
thing is
something
pretty cool,
We
yeah.
can try something else out as well.
Yeah, let's go
that's
for
good. You have a prompt in your mind.
On top of my head,
Let's create a
we've done the watch for the Drake website. Let me see what the watch will look like.
cool.
If Drake's watch was actually to be created.
Drake, who is a Canadian singer, launches his own
Watch brand designs.
Okay, cool.
Let's see the designs. For what the
Designs.
watch look like.
Let's see. This looks like a complicated prompt though, but if
The thing is, it has to be a handler, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's about testing.
it's
AI.
this one is a recent one though, so I feel
It should be able to do it. Yeah.
it's pretty close though, but I don't think it picked up the watch so well in terms of designing it. It did come up with a few sample images, but
I mean, I could sell this, right?
Yeah.
Technically, it's a Drake watch. If it's his watch, like you can see, he's what 3 on it, that one?
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah,
cool design.
this is
huh?
perfect Drake's brand, you know, like Wow.
No, there's some cool options out here as well. You know, you can check these out as well. Which says Deadpool and Wolverine face to face, fantasy art, sci-fi 4K, steampunk 3D render. I mean, dude, if AI can give you all this so easily, why do we need, why do we even have to think about something? It's just, you typing in a prompt.
It's crazy because the old saying says that it goes like what a image says 1,000 words. This thing takes your words
And converts it into like 1,000 images, man.
yeah,
I feel your few words converted into 1,000 images is what AI is doing
it's
today.
helping you visualize because this is the reality. It's like if you think about just how people are going to be visualizing in the future, the image is what you see is what people believe that this can do that, like, which is the scary bit, right? Like, because I can make anything happen and you're going to believe it as long as there's an image of this proof. So
Absolutely.
it's kind of crazy. And we're just at the tip of this right now.
I mean, we can go dive deep into this and figure out multiple things. But just for people to understand as to how these tools work, this is doing the job, man.
Awesome.
And this is absolutely cool.
So I mean, like, we've tested iogram now, and I think I'm kind of like excited to see what more can it actually come up with. But we throw a challenge, something a little offbeat.
Like films?
Like, what if? Have you ever imagined what if we put Tom Cruise?
Okay.
And like, there's this movie Sholay which my parents love so much.
Okay.
Everybody,
Tom
I think
Cruise.
everyone's parents love Sholay. I would love to see if Tom Cruise was in Bollywood and he was acting in Sholay. What would the poster look like? Just to see how that comes out.
Okay, I'm putting in a prompt which says Tom Cruise in a Bollywood movie Sholay poster. Let's see what it does. I mean, you've challenged the software quite a bit, huh?
The entire thing is that the more, the best part about AI and ML is the more it learns, the more you challenge it, actually the better it's going to get. And people like us are just helping that happen when we...
Dude.
He's got it on the bike, and that's like such an iconic...
Yeah, that's like Jay and Viru, right? Damn.
He's got... This is not bad. It's a little animated, not bad, but...
Let's look at the other ones. They're pretty good. Oh, dude. This is like him as maybe Gabbar Singh in a way, or but this is pretty cool, huh? I've never imagined Tom Cruise in a Desi movie, and he looks pretty cool.
This was fun. I mean, like, I'm genuinely like...
I'm impressed, huh?
Like, I mean, Tom Cruise was like getting him in the Indian movie is great. But what if imagine, what if we did it the other way around? We put Bollywood star in a Hollywood movie. Like, imagine if that...
Okay, I've got an idea. It's pretty cool, okay? Something animated, huh?
like Disney and Pixar
yeah.
kind of stuff.
So,
I love that.
Okay, let's try this thing out. Salman Khan
your favorite man.
as a character in
Let's go with Toy Story. I love
Okay,
Toy Story. That's like a really good
In
Pixar movie.
Toy Story. I'm excited to see, some of the results which AI is going to throw at me.
Because Toy Story is such a easy. There's Woody, there's Buzz, there's very simple.
Let's see what Salman Khan is now, out here.
I mean, it'll definitely...
Oh, damn.
Dude, see,
This is exciting, huh?
See, it's shaping up and I can already see him as Woody.
Oh, this is Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. This is interesting stuff.
It's like my childhood getting ruined right here.
This Sallu Bhai as Woody.
Damn.
It's crazy. Oh, and him as Buzz Lightyear. I think Buzz Lightyear suits him a lot more.
Yeah, dude, even if I cast him, he would be Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, absolutely. This is cool.
Maybe Shah Rukh is Woody. That would be...
You want to try something cool with Shah Rukh Khan as well?
Yeah, why do we do it, man?
If Salman Khan, why not Shah Rukh Bhai?
Yeah, let's send them both to see what we get.
Let's see. This will also be something which is cool. I think he'll fit more as Woody because he's got a personality which is slightly more leaner.
Yeah. Woody has a girlfriend in the movie, so that's
okay. And Salman Khan is the king of romance in India.
Yeah, so yeah, he's definitely.
He's come up as something which is really out in the world, huh?
He's put him as Buzz again.
Okay, but maybe this looks like a completely new character.
I think it's put him as the villain. Yeah. See, this is Buzz.
Okay.
His hair looks like the
But you know what? This can come out as a completely new character in a movie which is animated. I mean, Salman Khan was relatable. Shah Rukh Khan looks even more cooler. I think AI is slightly
I don't think he's gonna like this much.
But it's
this
pretty
is cool.
Yeah.
But like, the ones before him probably not. It's cool we don't have him coming.
But it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Nevertheless, this was pretty interesting.
Yeah, man, this was fun to play with.
And this tool sort of, did take us to an all new different, level where I could see these actors come out as, animated, heroes in movies which we've already seen. So it's pretty exciting, huh?
It is, man. Like it's cool. It genuinely is pretty cool. Coming back, I mean, image generation has genuinely blown my mind. But Saad, you know what I really want to see happening, which a lot of the nerds who are there on their Discord and everything, playing around is with like mid-journey and that kind of stuff. Now, usually, in my opinion, for a lot of people, that's a little complicated part to go. So what I was genuinely hoping was if there was a way to make things easier for video, because we've covered most of the bases when we started right now with like, we've got a logo down, we've got a page down.
Right.
We did the thing with the images, we did the things with basically whatever you're going to need now. Videos.
So you're talking about getting images to life.
Yeah,
right?
basically, that in a way, it's so simple when you think about it. Like, I saw this thing the other day while playing around on Ideogram, and it was just really interesting. Was I saw this still image when there was an astronaut surfing, riding a wave. Basically, I sent it to you.
I remember.
I showed you that.
It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah.
I just felt like while it's great that it's there in the image form, what if this were to be animated, and traditionally you need to give this to an animator, you need to
3D rendering and all that,
got most of the motion in place. Like if you check out this image, just check it out,
this looks cool, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying adding, converting this into video?
Like see, I mean, like you can see the waves there, you can see him going. If it was just like, in some way, what are the different tools that you can get on besides using the complicated ones to make a simple bring this image to life? And I did come across something like this.
Is it?
Yeah, you remember we saw this a little while back.
You're talking about runway ML?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Let's try it out. Cool.
It was runway ML.
Okay. So let's try it out. I mean, what that software does is basically converts a very simple image into a motion graphics or a little small video. That's what you want.
Yeah, let's try it with this. Because
the same image.
Yeah, I mean, it's all there because the thing is you have everything right here. We have this image. I know it will look really awesome if that wave moved.
Okay, so let's try it out.
Yeah, that's basically what I visualized. That is the thing.
You can even see the waves. I mean, so naturally, created, man. This looks like a videographer's creation when it comes to.
So it's crazy, this is basically what most of the guys are saying. This is gonna be the future of when it comes to video.
Right, absolutely, and technologies which are trying to get images into videos are somewhere down the line helping these people again get like a direction wherein a 2D representation can now be converted into a 3D video in a matter of a few seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Every image we generated so far, imagine we could just
convert that into a video.
It's so simple, like it just looks so interactive.
In a few seconds. Dude, this is mad.
Yeah. So this is mad. They're using it everywhere, from editing to creating new videos to even with existing videos. It is a paid tool, but like on the free one, I mean, you could get this much done, which in my opinion is.
So now only what I feel is that
it's just crazy.
What I feel that is कि अब हमने एक basic content create कर दिया. We now have converted that piece of content into an image. We've converted that image into a video. Now I think to make this into a fully functioning video, all we need is a म्यूजिक ट्रैक
आई मीन इसके बाद आई थिंक आदमी की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ने वाली इसके बाद
आपने एक वीडियो क्रिएट कर दिया
आई मीन एआई हैज गॉन ऑन फ्रॉम लोगो बना दिया उसने इट इज डन द कंटेंट इज डन द वेबसाइट वीडियो तक बना दिया उसके लिए अभी गाना बनाना शुरू करेगा तो आई थिंक
मे बी बना भी सकता होगा
best of to the southern tip of the moon only
yeah dude this is completely out of the world so I guess we can now look at maybe a tool which can help us even create the music.
Yeah, because that is, I mean, like, so I've been a musician since I was a childhood, and for me, one of the hardest things is that today music is all created on the computer.
Absolutely.
And the biggest challenge, most of the studio artists today, they have these nerds who sit with them who are genuinely, they're great at what they're doing. I mean, they conceptually know what they want, but they can't get out of the computer.
Right.
And the biggest challenge today is getting that sound. It's about getting what you really need, the best kind of product, because you know what you want in your head, but how do you get it out?
Absolutely.
To where everyone can listen to.
Absolutely.
So this is where things like these can enable people like us, these amateur musicians, much like myself, much like so many millions of others who dream to have a track, and AI can help us produce these tracks, produce the sounds that we want, and it's crazy. And you know what crazy thing that came this year, right? From the Grammy announced itself officially that if you are an artist and if you're going to go get a Grammy award, you cannot apply to use any generative fill AI on your tracks, So, I mean, it's such a small thing when you think about it going ahead in the future. It's just going to be like our new normal. If you think about it for musicians, for the way the industry is going, it's as it is, everything's computerized. So imagine if now from the computer, like how we've seen these things being generated, the music was also being created.
But I somewhere down the line feel is that they've come up with rules, regulations, and a few norms. How would they figure out if a track is made on AI? Is my question.
That is the crazy thing, because even when you look at music, right? Music is made when we have scales, we have chords, we have everything is finite. To be honest, there's only those many notes. So there was somebody who did a very, very interesting study the other day, and they showed. Basically, they use AI to generate all the sounds in the world. And what blew my mind was that there's almost 471 billion, 471 billion sounds. And that is the amount of combinations that you can exist and you can create. And music, people thought music was infinite, it was endless. You can have everything can be new, everything. But actually, music is very limited, it's very finite. And this is where AI can take full advantage of that, because the output that you can get is going to be finite. You can't have something which is going to be infinite. So, in fact, doing an image actually is way more complex than doing sound.
Because an image can be so different at every iteration, right?
Variables. With music, the variables are actually a lot lesser.
Okay.
It only deals with audio. So, you are able to play around the do re mi fa so or the sa re ga ma pa. It's going to stay within that actual segment. It's not going to go beyond it. So
I know the musician in you woke up.
It was something which really blew my mind because I would struggle for hours in trying to get something.
Absolutely.
Cool because on a recording software, it all looks so complicated. So there's this thing called Music Gen.
Okay.
And we'll try out you can open up and see how Music Gen can help you. Like taking the same video that we generate. Imagine if you want to put a sound onto it, just as
and not any normal sound, something which is also quirky and unique.
Yeah, we can let's try.
How about like some Indian classical music with
with a techno.
With a techno vibe.
Definitely. Like
how about that?
So let's do like a. On this, I would visualize, what would look really cool is like, Music Gen is the software.
Okay.
So you go to Music Gen and we basically, let's try doing something where we try to make, for the backdrop, however we
he's an astronaut.
Yeah,
okay.
So let's do one like a nice, because it's futuristic, we'll do a techno sound, but with a tabla.
Okay.
Something like that, because the tabla,
futuristic
techno sound.
Futuristic
techno track.
Techno track with a
tabla. So it's that simple. You just give the prompt. It's gonna generate it. If you have this thing is so cool.
I can drop my audio file here as well.
Exactly. If you had an audio sample, it would generate on top of that using your prompt, which is one of the things that when you're.
This is mad, man.
Together, I used to have a band. So the band, you would have the drummer, you would have these different guys, and to make it sound good together, used to be a lot of hard work when you're digitalizing that whole thing. But here, it's amazing how it gets done.
So you're trying to tell me that I can create my own music within a span of a few minutes?
Yeah, the question is you're not going to win a Grammy though. So
that's true.
You would be okay with that.
That's fine, yeah.
I don't think you're trying to do this to make a Grammy. Let's just make a track, you know what? I'll figure out about winning a Grammy in some point in my life.
We'll check this out first though. It looks interesting to me.
Yeah, so it does it. So you do the generation. It takes a little bit of time because...
Of course, it's music, man. I mean...
It has to create the whole thing. It has to find your data sets. And the thing is, the way it runs in the back also is quite interesting, actually. It does try to use the sound libraries that already exist.
Okay, since they're finite.
Because again, what happens is, it tries to generate something based on that. It takes a little bit of time because it has to go to the whole universal music, I guess, and then get you something unique. So
I'm pretty excited to see what it comes up with. It's generated something out.
Yeah, let's have a play on it.
It's a 15-second audio, and let's try playing it. So this is like a techno party with a tabla artist at the back playing tabla live. It's that accurate, man.
And you know what's crazy is when I did this, tried this out, right? Wherein if you generate it again,
Okay.
it's going to make it unique again, which is just mind blowing. Just try it out.
So now with the same prompt, I've put already,
never do
it can
the
give me
same, yeah.
another track. All
I mean, you tell a musician, I want a sound, you give the prompt, he's going to come. Every musician can come up with one sound.
yeah, but then
How many of them can come up with a unique
With a
one
few.
each time, like each idea, to iterate, to come back with that? It's mind-blowingly cool, this thing. It genuinely has the potential of really, I mean, today, as I told you, we were talking about getting so many things done with the help of AI, making the music, to making the ads, to making the actor, and making the actor come to life with it, putting the website to promote it, everything AI is pretty much done right now. So it's kind of crazy, the kind of stuff which is possible today. So you see it's almost done now.
and again, for a matter of fact, it does it pretty well, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, picks up
It
the
gives
prompt
you
in the most effective way
It
possible.
gives a small track, but I mean that's enough for you if you're a musician or if you're somebody who.
Now, I can repurpose it as per my choice,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I mean, the thing is, and even when you're making these things, a lot of music's made with samples and these kind of things, which are sounds which are there already out there. So you just basically put those things together.
starting point,
Yeah,
yeah.
right? You kind of make
Absolutely.
the track from there,
Oh, but let's check this out as well. It's the same prompt,
Yeah.
but maybe a different audio.
That's what I'm excited for.
We've got a little mix to it, huh? It looks good.
Is it different? But what's mad is that it's the same thought. It's like, if I tell you it's the same idea, just you're going to see in like a matter of seconds, two different versions of the same idea.
Dude, I thought creating music was a big task, but then after this, I feel that मैं भी अपना गाना जिस दिन बना पाऊंगा यार.
If I had to visualize this whole thing once again in my head, this is as close as what I had in my head. To see that come out is just magical. I mean, today, the amount of things that we've done in this little segment, it's crazy. We've seen so many different industries being touched upon.
Absolutely,
And the way AI is just coming, and the best part is we're just at the tip of the iceberg with what we've just demonstrated today. I mean, there's more and more tools coming, and there's more and more different things that you can do with it. And what we're hoping to do here with the Rebel Talks podcast is actually to get this knowledge out to you guys and to show you that there's nothing to be afraid about, actually. We as techies believe that change has to be embraced.
Right.
Something that you have to eventually change is a part of life.
Absolutely.
We want to evolve to where we are today. If we were happy doing the things, we would still be in our caves and
Absolutely.
running from dinosaurs if we wouldn't have decided and want for more. And this is where, at the forefront of this technology, I think we're pretty excited. We being a AI-based tool as well.
Absolutely.
And we're part of this future generation. So yeah, Saad, I think that has just blown my mind.
Absolutely, bro.
Like honestly, if you guys have enjoyed this video and stay tuned to everything happening on our Rebel Talks podcast by giving us a follow on Rebel Corp across all of our different social media. Subscribe to this channel, share the video with more people so they can understand what all is coming, and stay tuned to our podcast because this is the first of many exciting new videos headed up your way, and Rebel Talks is just getting started.
Absolutely.
So many new sessions with so many new interesting speakers and different things it's going to be exciting, fun, and you're going to get to learn. And honestly, what we get to learn, we love to share that with you. So it's just awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and look forward to seeing you on the next.